What is up guys, Medieval Marty here with another video, and today we're doing another indie game review. Something I really enjoy doing. Some of my favourite games, some real gems, and something that easily gets into the 100 hours on my Steam account is indie games. Valheim, think of that, that was like 100 hours, I covered a shed load of content on that. Slay the Spire is something else that completely was unexpected, and I think I'm at like 400 hours on that. So yeah, I'm a big lover of these indie games, so I always try and find really good ones as soon as they come out. Today we're looking at Viking Vengeance. It's an ARPG in the post-Viking invasion setting, pitting pagans and Vikings at war on the British Isles. If you've played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, watched the Viking series, or just paid attention in history class if they teach Vikings nowadays, I'm pretty old, then you'll understand the setting. The game is #1 in the new and trending on Steam right now, and the guys at Low Poly Interactive have kindly gifted me a review copy of the game. Please know I will not be biased though, as I always try and give you a unbiased opinion. Now I play these games for a solid 5 to 10 hours at a minimum before I review them normally. However, I've been physically unable to play past a very early point in this game, which I'll cover soon. So this is just going to have to be a first impressions video. So I'm going to go over the systems of the game, cover what I like and don't like, give you more information on what the game is, and then give you my overall thoughts on the game as a consumer. So, I play a ton of Diablo 3, PoE, I'm working on a review for an ARPG called Last Epoch at the moment, and I've got a Crusader at max level doing rifts in Season 23 of Diablo 3. So, I love Vikings, I love ARPGs, so I'm the target audience for this game, right? But I've got some issues with it, and I'm going to go through them now. So first up, how does the game work? You pick a character, melee or ranger, or you create your own. Every 2 levels from 1, you get a new skill, or an item reward. So like at level 1, you get a skill, level 3, you get a skill, and then at 5, you get an item reward. Think like a weapon or a helmet. And the skills fit in one of your slots, very similar to how Diablo works, where you slot skills along a 1 to 5 bar. And yeah, you can take like a charge in W, a power up in Q, a speed buff in E, and then you can take passives as well. This system alone is really basic. I don't want to compare it to Diablo because, you know, that's made by an absolute powerhouse that is Activision Blizzard. But I have to compare it to PoE because PoE is a free game. It's a free alternative that you can go get right now without paying any money. If you look at the PoE skill tree, I could make a 2-hour video talking about the complexities of it and the combos you can take. But in Viking's Vengeance, you just have a few options, you fill that slot, and you move on. So it's very basic. One cool thing here is there's a god option, so you can pledge to a god, think Norse mythology, and receive god powers. So I chose Thor. You can execute enemies when they're low on health, harvest blood from them, and pledge that blood to your god to level up your power. This can give you god abilities if you power up. If you slam G, you can turn into Thor and like wreak destruction. You do have to then unlock your god abilities as well. So yes, the god ability system is a really cool system that not many games do, and I really like that. It's super cool, man. I really like it. You can also do side quests which reward like permanent stat increases. I did a side quest which gave me like a god skill. Did a side quest which gave me like plus strength. So yeah, really cool and interesting system rather than just getting a bit of gold for side quests. It makes them worth doing. But with that, with the skills, it does take us to combat. Like I said, for reasons, I couldn't get as far as I'd liked in this game. I got like 4 skills and they were all active skills. But it was like press Q and your next attack does 300% damage. And then you use it and it's on cooldown for 30 seconds. Press E and you gain plus attack speed and that goes on cooldown for 30 seconds. Press W to, I think, whirlwind or charge, and it's the same. So the majority of the fight, you're just holding the left stick, the left click. Unless you've got multiple enemies, you can use like an AoE whirlwind attack. So yeah, from my experience, like I say, I haven't got super far in the game. It was super dry. The execute feature is really cool. It's a redeeming quality in my opinion. So you get a guy down to low health, he turns red, and you can hold down right click and smash him with your sword. And then you can either harvest blood from him, which you can pledge to your god for god rewards, or you can harvest health from them. Really cool system, really enjoyed that. Now, the gameplay, let's get onto that. You're watching it in the background so you know what it looks like. So I'm not going to pull the wool over your eyes and tell you, you know, this is BDO online. This is not a graphically intense game. I cover a ton of indie games on this channel, and I'm always positive about them because I love a game for its charm and its art style. I'm not going to instantly say, oh, this has got low quality graphics. I like this graphic style. I like this art style. I'm a big fan. And if I cover a game in early access, I'm super careful not to criticize it too much because You take that gamble buying an early access game and you should be aware that it's not finished. But guys, I've got to tell you, this isn't an early access game. This has been released in its completed state. This is a full normal Steam purchase, which I didn't believe, because like I say, I got gifted the game, so I bought it, played it, and I thought for this whole time I was playing an early access game. I went on Steam to check what the price was for the review and realized it's a full release. And I still can't get my head around that. The items that drop out of chests, you just press B to pick them up and they just vanish. There's no cool animation. The game's not optimized. I had to restart the game about 5 times because it just wouldn't settle on my display settings. So I think it was playing on like a lower resolution, and every time I put it on my resolution, it wouldn't lock in. So I just had to keep restarting the game. Once I finally got in, my UI kept bugging out and I couldn't click on my abilities. There's an immersion issue where like enemies just pop into the game in like waves. So they don't come out of the forest or like come from off screen or drop in. They just flash on, they just appear on the screen. I'll try and put the clip in somewhere. And I could overlook all of these things because a game can be fun despite little issues and despite graphics. Hell, look at RuneScape. That looks like shit, but it's great fun. But the issue I've got to bring to attention is the bugs. Man, the bugs. I would have played this for 3 or 4 hours minimum, to progress, to give a real overall review of the story, the gameplay, the skills, and to give a really good, give the game a good chance, really. I physically couldn't play it. I got about 30 minutes in, and I tried to cross a bridge, and my character glitched into the water and died, and it wouldn't return my body to the right place. So it was just keeping me stuck in the water. So I quit the game, loaded back up, and started again from the first save. So you save the game pretty much at the start at a save stone, and you have to find another save stone to save again. So I had to go right back to the start. Fine. So I played again for another 30 minutes. And I got to this camp, and I think this was like the first real boss. And halfway through the boss fight, I'm going to play the clip. I was leveling up, and it leveled me up halfway through the fight, I think, from killing a mob. And it froze the fight and my character, and I couldn't move. So I tried everything. I tried the skills. I tried looking for like an unstuck option in the menu. I tried everything I could think of. And there's no way to get the game going again. So I left and rejoined, and it took me right back to the first save, which is the very beginning of the game. So, it's a Saturday morning, and I've spent about an hour and a half trying to get the game working and trying to get through it, and I'm still at the first save of the game 5 minutes in with nothing to show for it. So, yeah, I really want to give it another try and persevere, but I refuse to sit here for another hour just pushing through bugs. I actually think this game could be fun. Combat needs improvement, the skill trees need a bit more depth, but the bugs just make it unplayable for me. I really want to play this through, so fix your bugs, man. But I have to look at the game as it is when I play it. The game has come out in a full release, so I can't even say, guys, it's only early access, give them time. They're charging £14, so like what, $18 for the full game. So I have to say, give it some time. Give them time to fix the bugs before you even think about this. See what happens with the Steam reviews. They're mostly positive right now. It's a mixture of bug issues or people genuinely enjoying the game. And I want to be in the camp of people enjoying the game, but I physically can't. So if you're thinking about this, I know it's number one, just give it a week, give it a couple of weeks before you pick it up. Just don't have my experience. Have an experience of someone that can appreciate the game bug-free. There's definitely an audience for this game. I'm one of them, and I want to play it. I'm going to go back in a few weeks, and maybe I'll give it a couple of months actually, and I'll bring another video out if they fix the bugs. I'm going to check the you get like the little updates on Steam when they publish patch notes and stuff, and I'm going to check those to see how much is being put out, see how many bugs are getting fixed. But yeah, that's it really. That's it. That's my impressions of Viking Vengeance. Give it time. It needs polish. It could be really cool. It's got a pretty low price, and if it, it's worth that price if it worked. That's my opinion really. But not right now. Not right now. Avoid this game until they fix the bugs, or buy it knowing you could have big issues with bugs. Other than that, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Right after this, I'm going to record another big batch of Bannerlord Archer only Let's Play. So yeah, if you're looking forward to that, let me know. Let me know what you think about this game. Have you bought it? Have you enjoyed it? Have you had any issues with it, or are you having the same bugs as me? Yeah, let me know. I'd be really interested to see your thoughts. As always, I will share these with the developers as well on their Discord probably. So yeah, I always try and be as constructive as possible. I don't like to damn a game to death on its release. I always think things can be improved, and I think there is life for this game. It just needs to get its shit together first. So yeah, that's it guys. Catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.